So welcome to Bealtaine Cottage here in the west of Ireland. This is my little container garden which I started this year, and it's situated at the very back of the cottage in what was a little gravel courtyard, which is ideal for starting a container garden. But today I'm going to take you somewhere a little bit different. So I'm going to do something very unusual today on the video. I'm going to show you where I walk Patsy. And as I put up in a little post recently, I'm attempting to lose weight. Well, not attempting, I'm trying very hard. So I'm including lots and lots of walking in my daily programme of health recovery, as I call it. So I set off down the driveway, which is about 120 metres long. So that's a little bit of a walk in itself. If I go up and down that, that's about 700 steps. Walking, of course, is brilliant. You can kind of lose your mind in a good way when you're out walking, because your mind is allowed to drift off and you process thoughts, sometimes even subconsciously, and you're seeing all the greens and you're enjoying the weather, and it's just a wonderful thing to do. So I'm up to about 10,000 steps a day at the moment. I'm hoping to increase that. I've got to say, I am feeling really good in that my energy levels have gone up. I feel more limber. I feel lighter. And in total, I've lost something like about 15 pounds. So that's pretty good. So I'm just walking Patsy along my road. Not my driveway, this is the road. And over there, where I'm just pointing the camera, is Slieve and Erin. That's where the Tuatha De Danann landed. Yeah, I write about that in my book, Walking Between Worlds. This is an amazing place to live because of the incredible archaeology and history. Now there's a history to that giant oak tree there, which I've also written about. And if we look up now towards the right, you can see my woodland. And up there, right at the top of that woodland, just where I'm pointing, where that tree is, that's poking up, is the cottage. And these fields here, which are next door, very similar, but in much better shape, to what the fields in front of my cottage look like. So it's a very interesting comparison. Now I take Patsy for a walk along this road. I go back and forth a little bit, try to cover about 2,000 steps. And let's just have a little pause now for a minute, because I think, yeah, you can just see the hip roof of the cottage there. Let me just see if I can get it into closer view. It's quite difficult holding Patsy at the same time. There we go. You can just see. So of course now you understand the sort of location. The water that you hear in the ditch is actually coming from my spring well and pond, because the pipe, I had some pipes put in underneath my driveway to carry the water down along this ditch here, and getting towards that dip in the road, It then flows down into a little stream which goes down through my neighbour's land, down past the big oak tree, and further on then into the River Fairish. It's beautiful countryside round here, and especially in the month of May because it's so green and the flowers, the wildflowers are out, and of course the hedgerows aren't cut. Oh, hold on. Patsy, you go, honestly. Oh, hang on, we need to just go in because there's a car coming. I'll just pick her up. Okay. Come here. Okay. Now, yes, it is rather beautiful, I've got to say. During the month of May, June, well actually all the months, but particularly during May. And that's why here in the west of Ireland, Bealtaine, which is Irish for the month of May, is the beginning of summer. And looking around, I'm sure you can see that. It's very visual, and it's all marked by the light. Everything is about the light, not about a man-made calendar. And of course, us Celts were never very good at obeying laws and government and dictates from above. We're very earthy creatures. We're still very in awe of the earth. Little wonder, eh? Little wonder. So walking back home is always delightful for me because I envisage sitting down with a cup of tea, me and my tea. You know, there was a time when I rarely drank tea, and my mother was a great tea drinker. And since my mother has passed on to the beautiful realm that is the next world, the other world, I have become a tea drinker. In fact, I've become a bit of a tea connoisseur. Yeah, I've got quite snobby about my tea. It has to be in a certain cup and, you know, tea in first and milk in on top, etc. Anyway, my little foibles. So, usually on the way back from the walk, Patsy wants to have a little drink from the pond. And of course, it's all spring water. It's very good for her. And so, we usually venture in to the woodland by the pond and walk up around it and look at what we find today. So I'm down here in the bog garden, in the pond garden, and I spotted this beautiful little sort of lizard. I think it's not too sure what it's called. I must just find out. Anyway, so I've been filming it and been trying to do it whilst holding my umbrella and holding on to Patsy. So managed to get it though. So I'm just sat here waiting for the kettle to boil. I've lit the stove using lots of kindling as usual that I collect from the woodland, so it's all free. It's free energy. Oh, I do love that. I've got a big bowl of stuff to take out to the compost bins. And I've got another tub of stuff over there below that basket. And I'm looking forward to a cup of tea. Madame has just had her breakfast come lunch, her little doggy brunch, and all is well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and it would be wonderful if you liked this video and subscribed to the channel and even shared the video. Yeah. Anyway, blessings to you all. Come on, kettle, hurry up.